Hello and welcome to Encrypted Inc. I'm your host, Dan Alvaro, decrypting ASX and crypto for you. I'm a full-time trader and investor, and this is my show. So let's get into it straight away. So big shout out to Harry. He sent me a message on Wednesday, the 18th of August. It is currently the 25th of the 8th, 2021 at 1:47 p.m. He sent me a message saying, thoughts on Phoenix Resources on the ASX. My reply was, chart showing a buying opportunity. I believe the large reason why they have dropped 31% in 33 days is due to the price of iron ore per ton dropping sharply. As they are a small cap company, they are very susceptible to change in price of their stock compared to BHP, which are a large company and have the production power to ride through the drops in the price of iron ore. The iron ore price may recover, and if so, it will show a reflection on FEX and an excellent buying opportunity. Watch the price of iron ore. If you see an upward trend in swing start to happen, could be a good buying opportunity. I also went on to say, if you want to know around what price I think the stock may drop to before a potential upswing, I would say around 0.245 cents. But keep an eye on the iron ore price. So let's look at a chart then. Okay. First of all, this is Phoenix Resources. Iron ore here. That's the price of iron ore. 26th of July, it was at an all-time high, then dropped to where we are now, around 24th of August, to a low here, and it's starting to. What you can see in this chart is it's starting to level off a little bit. To say it will go down even further, I don't have a crystal ball, but I mean, it looks like it's leveling off a little bit there. Let's look at the Phoenix Resources chart. 23rd, 27th, 30th, August, 5th, 6th. So, I mean, it's been on a downward trend there. For me, it seems like there's a correlation here between the iron ore chart, obviously the price of iron ore, and Phoenix Resources. Phoenix Resources is an iron ore production company. So obviously that's going to have an effect because the price of iron ore has dropped. I put this particular line in here at 0.265 as a purchase, potential buying opportunity. Went a little bit lower than that, and look, it's starting to go on an upward trend now. Is Phoenix Resources considered a bit bullish at the moment? 100%, yeah. Future of Phoenix Resources, not sure, okay? But I like seeing like a down. I mean, a lot of people tell you buy the dip. This is an essential massive dip. So you could buy in at a dip down here, and then later on you could sell off at somewhere up here or even up there. But I mean, looking at the charts, it's looking like a buying opportunity. When to sell, you have to keep an eye on the charts for that, because then that'll give you an indication of maybe when could be a good time to sell if you wanted to sell, or hold and hodl. And you think Phoenix has a future, then hold on to it. Okay, so that's that. What's some other big news on on the ASX? Well, obviously it's a BHP and Woodside merger. BHP and Woodside Petroleum merger to create a global oil and gas giant in 20 billion mega deal. So what is BHP? They are primarily an iron ore production company. And what is Woodside oil and gas production company. Okay, so now I did a video on mergers and acquisitions previously, and the effect on price when a merger and acquisition takes place. Have a look at that video. Its title is M&A, so join my YouTube channel, which is Encrypted Inc. Like and subscribe. You can actually look within that channel for that particular video. So look out for M&A, merger and acquisition, and I explained what price action typically happens when a merger and acquisition happens. So I'm going to go through it with Woodside anyway. Okay, so this news article came out on the 17th of August 2021. Let's find 17th of August 2021 on the Woodside chart. 17th of August is about there. Now, here is obviously people that may know about the merger, making a sale through this particular point in time. And even more so, maybe even retail investors over here making a sale over that particular time, okay? Now, what have you seen? A bounce in the Woodside Petroleum's price, okay? Now, if you looked at my mergers and acquisitions video that I made previously, an example I gave of this particular, movement happening in a market was Afterpay and Square. What happened to Afterpay's price when, news came out that Square was purchasing it? It significantly had a price drop. Okay. Now, I wish I had this chart, but unfortunately it's been taken off TradingView. It was a merger and acquisition that took place between Okobre and Galaxy. Galaxy being the target company, the company that will be targeted for the merge. So they will no longer be trading. They merge into Okobre. So now Okobre has, taken over Galaxy. Now, I don't have that chart, but if you look at that chart once that particular merger and acquisition took place, there was a significant increase in Galaxy's price over the time from when the merger and acquisition was announced and signed as a contract to the point when, settlement took place, you could say, when the actual merger and acquisition took place and Galaxy was no longer trading on the ASX. There was quite a significant gain from the original time of when the contract was signed to when it actually took place. Is there potential for Woodside Petroleum to follow the same suit in that? Potentially, not investment advice. But if you look here, people say buy low, sell high. There's been a significant downturn in Woodside Petroleum's price over the time that the merger and acquisition was announced. So could this be a good time to buy Woodside Petroleum? Not investment advice. Okay. What else are we going to talk about? Let's talk about what's happening in the States, in the market as it's closed, and then how our market potentially could reflect that. So look, S&P 500 in the States was up 0.5. The NASDAQ closed 0.29 on the up as well. Let's look at Australian market. Well, it's 1:54 p.m. now, so it's just about to close. It looks like it's going to close a little bit higher. No surprises, really. So that's going to close maybe 0.32 or around that percent higher for the S&P 200 for the ASX, and All Ordinary 0.39%. Okay, so what does this give you an indication, guys? I mean, it's not always the case, but if you look at the American market, potentially the Australian market flows the same as the American market. So what does that give you as an investor maybe a guide to? Well, is it a buying day? Is it a selling day? If the American market really, has a downward trend and our market does the same, there could be some buying opportunities out there because our market will potentially follow the American market. Not always the case, but a high probability that this could be the case. And it's all probability in investment, and invest at your own risk, of course. You can't get it right all the time, but you try and make the probability of something more in your favor than not, because you are a retail investor, okay? You don't know everything that's going on out there, but all you can do is, keep yourself informed, look at the fundamentals of a of a stock or a crypto, and work out, is this, do they have something going on there? Do you think it's feasible to invest in this? Is it something new? Is it something exciting? Is it something that, is a better product than maybe another product that's out on the market? Is it innovative? Like Afterpay. Afterpay was quite innovative, wasn't it? It's a new service. No one had really heard of it. People started using it. Afterpay's price went through the roof. So that's what I look at when I'm investing. So that's a little bit on that. BHP approves investment in Jansen Stage 1 potash project. So if you want to think of an emerging market potentially that could be out there, it could be potash. Potash is becoming quite a big thing at the moment. So, where's potential investment in the future, maybe into companies that are looking at producing potash. BHP is moving into it. They're a whale. They probably see a market in it. They see potential profits in potash at one point in time. So maybe look at some small cap, medium cap potash stocks, and see if there's potential to get into some potash companies that will be producing potash, or looking to on-sell their potash to farmers, anyone. So that's that. Let's just go into the crypto market a little bit here. All right, so we've seen the gains over here. London hard fork, I've gone through all this before. People buying in the rumor. London hard fork took place. It was successful, sort of price increase, started going into a sideways channel through here. Went above that channel a little bit, now dipping a little bit below. Bitcoin, pretty much the same sort of thing. Went through an increase over that time. What's interesting though is that from this high here within the sideways channel, Ethereum, sorry, that's Bitcoin's chart. Let's bring up, is that? No, that's Ethereum. So Ethereum has dropped a little bit below that potential high within this sideways channel, whereas Bitcoin is still above it a little bit. Interesting. What's the future for Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, Ethereum, we have the 2.0, Ethereum 2.0 coming out, moving away from proof of work to proof of stake. That could be some big news potentially, or coming up in the future. And Bitcoin, Jack Dorsey looking at launching smart contracts platform for Bitcoin in particular. So could that have a reflection on, both of these particular markets at some point in time in the future? My personal opinion, yes. Not financial advice. Invest at your own risk. All right. That pretty much wraps up my show today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the support along the way for my channel. Much appreciated. Send through messages, guys, of anything you want to talk about. I'm here for you, the people. So I will talk about anything you want to talk about, or if you have any questions about it. Follow me on Facebook at Dan Encrypted. Follow me on Twitter at Dan the Encrypted Man. Follow me on Instagram at Dan Encrypted. A bit about my workspace. I'll just show you what's going on, at my workspace, because that's pretty much what I do most of the time, is look at charts and research and find out maybe some buying opportunities in the future. Now, what else have I got? So it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. That's pretty much it. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next time.